All right, moving on. I have to do. This is going to be a little intro to some footage that I'm going to put at the back end of my 511 Rush 24 bag dump. The Rush 24. I have a lot of 511 stuff, including other bags before I got this last bag. And I have a lot of bags. I have a bit of a bag hoarding problem. You know, my wife says I like to collect purses. I mean, you know, whatever. They're tactical colors, so I don't know that they're purses. You know, you can't. They're not from Estee Lauder. They do makeup, right? I don't know. What's like that? A Vera Wang. Is it Vera Wang? Vera Bradley? I don't know. It's not like that kind of purse. I don't know what I'm talking about. Girl stuff. But, so, yeah, my brother-in-law works, I'm not going to say where he works, but he works somewhere where he has sponsorship type stuff, and he had 40% off of 511 gear, which is a pretty good discount. And I got a Rush 24. I have a 72, by the way, but I got the Rush 24 because, you know, I can't pass up a good deal. All right, I don't need another bag, but I can't pass up a good deal. It's like 40% off. I can't say no to that. And the Rush 24 seems pretty universally loved by, you know, almost anybody you run into on a gear forum or a bag forum. So I got one to try it out, and it's actually, I've hiked with it probably now 4 or 5 times, you know, anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 hours in the woods. And it's been working out all right. I don't know that it's my favorite bag. My MAP 3500 is probably a little more my style as far as layout, and I like it better, but it's been fine. But anyway, I have a video where I do a bag dump of what I had on the initial break-in hike, and I went hiking with my wife. It was during the middle of the day while the kids were at school, and we went to the MuckShaw Ponds Preserve. It's in Sussex County, in the middle of it. You can find it if you Google it or whatever. And what's cool about that is there's a lot of limestone ridges and outcroppings that are pretty unique as far as New Jersey geology is concerned. It's pretty cool back there. But maybe more importantly than that, historically, during the Revolutionary War, there was a British loyalist named Moody. I think he was a lieutenant either in the British Army or in some kind of British militia or something. But anyway, there used to be the caves back there. There's still caves back there, but they've been plugged up, if you will. And he raided a lot of Sussex County, and he raided up and down the Kittatinny Ridge from that location. And legend has it that he had a lot of gold. The British gave him gold to finance his operation. And at some point, I think when Cornwallis was finally defeated, I want to say in Virginia, I'm doing this by memory. So, but anyway, when Lieutenant Moody knew that the war was lost, he fled to Nova Scotia and eventually back to England, and supposedly left his gold back there. So it's you know, when you venture off trail to empty your bladder, you're always like, wow, maybe I'll find some gold. You know, like I don't really think you're gonna find gold back there, but it's pretty neat. You know, it's cool to hike someplace that has so much history. So yeah, it's pretty cool back there. So you're gonna see my bag dump either before or after the hiking footage, and the hiking footage is pretty much just me holding the camera. If you listen carefully, you can hear my wife making fun of me. I almost stepped in bear poop, and I almost fell down a really steep section. You know, hiking with me, I'm always good for a laugh. So, yeah. And my wife, you know, she's the first one to pile on if something bad happens to me. I mean, she's a little twisted that way. Yeah. If she didn't cook so well, I'd get rid of her. No, I'm just kidding, baby. I love you. I love you. You're the best. And actually, she really is the best. She's really cool, and the fact that she hasn't smothered me in my sleep says a lot about our relationship. So yeah, all right. So there's the intro to that. All right. Thanks for watching. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be a standalone video about what was in the bag on its initial break-in hike, or if this is going to get embedded inside the larger hiking video. But here's just a quick look at my new 511 Rush 24 day pack. For those of you who ever read anything I wrote on Everyday Carry Forum, know that I prefer a Kelty MAP 3500 from Amron International as my general hiking day pack. But through my brother-in-law, I got a really good deal on this and decided to try one out. This Rush 24, it's one of those packs that is almost universally loved by people, especially people on the Everyday Carry Forum and elsewhere. Everybody loves it, but I have a Rush 74 that I don't particularly care for, and I do have some other 511 gear, including pants and other nylon gear. That's fine. It's nothing against 511, but for the most part, I think that day packs from the tactical community are nowhere near as effective, comfortable, etc. As day packs from actual backpack companies. That said, I own a lot of bags from tactical companies, so I guess I'm a little bit of a hypocrite in that regard. But I'm just saying, as far as actual usage, I prefer a real backpack or a real day pack. In any event, I'm going to give this a fair shake. And but on the little day hike, it was 5 miles over the course of about 2.5 hours maybe. And this was fine. It'll be better probably once it's broken in. And let's just take a quick look, see what's in there. This is pretty typical of what I would carry. This is going to be hard to do one-handed because I ran out of the house without tripod. All right, let's see what's in here. It's real windy outside, so I'm not going to bother doing this outside where you can get a better view. Paracord. Compass, no big deal, right? A map of the area that we were in when we were hiking. A topo map of the general area. I don't think there's too much other stuff in here. And again, where we were hiking, you could crawl out on your belly in any direction and find civilization. This is not like, I don't need all kinds of gear, and I had my wife and whatever. Okay, buff, just some medical stuff, tourniquet, ace bandage, crinkle gauze, Israeli 4-inch bandage, blah, blah, blah. Just some real basic stuff. Okay, I think that's all I had in there. Up top, Sawyer setup, mini setup. I'm gonna try to do this quick because I'm gonna try to get some actual hiking footage in there. A lighter and a ferro rod. My wallet was in there. Cell phone was in there. Yeah, that's right, Patrick. I sometimes carry an emergency cell phone. All right. I generally don't carry a cell phone at all. Or I have it on me, but I don't really use it. That happens to be like a crappy track phone. All right, hang on, guys. Main compartment. Sea to Summit dry bag with toilet paper because it's been well established. I like to go in the woods. Actually, my wife always needs it. Anyway, SE5. I think there's a multi-tool in here. Yeah, some kind of Leatherman. Right there. It's like a kick or a fuse or something. I don't know. Okay, that's that, right? That's in there. Carhartt beanie. My scarf. This is like, can't go anywhere without one of those. Binoculars. I think that's all I had in there. Okay. This sunglass pocket rather, had camera in there. This is like a 5x7 tarp. It's you know, reflective on one side, OD on the other. I believe the manufacturer is Grabber. It's 5x7. You know, so, you know, if push came to shove, could definitely stay out there overnight. But I mean, realistically, with two of us out there, something really crazy would have had to have happened for that to become necessary. So these side pockets run in 2 clean canteens. Okay. Another one in the other side. But you really need to see it. Who cares, right? Another clean canteen. So that's that. That's all that was in the bag. Like I said, the bag was fine. These zippers on this admin setup at the apex of the corner, they don't like to go too well. But hopefully after it's broken in, it's better. I noticed it's better with the little rain flap pushed back. And the shoulder pads were a little stiff. Hey, like a pro, I stuck my pinky right in front of the lens. That's awesome. You know, jeez. It's horrible. So yeah, that's it. I like the OD. You know, it's been a while since I've had an OD bag. I mostly go with foliage. I like multicam. I like coyote. But old school OD, can't remember the last time I had a bag that color. Although I have, you know, other nylon gear that color, but anyway, there it is. Not really a review, it's just what I had in there for one particular day hike. So there. All right. On to the actual hiking footage. I stepped over that.
It's movable. He pinched off a nice one, so you can tell.
I stepped over that. To be honest with you, I thought it was like a little root coming up.
It kind of looks like it.
Plus, I was filming, so I was like more concentrating on the viewfinder or the viewing screen, whatever. Oh my God, there's a root sticking out. Step over that. Normally, I would have stopped and tasted it. Help me, Creamsicle Man, help me. I got a spider web. Look, here's more.
Oh, this one's old.
That one's even older than the last one. That one looked like a nice, what do you call it? Cinnabon. A moldy Cinnabon. I just scraped the top layer off, it'll be fine. Look at this. He must have been back here eating corn.
That's okay,
You know, yeah. You're disgusting.
I know.
There's a lot of pickers right here.
I see that.
So you're gonna have to break trail. Just ow, ow. Frodo had an easier time getting to Mordor. All this to get to a bench? Oh no.
Or else I can post this.
Yeah.
YouTube would love that.
I think YouTube and my invisible friends would love nothing better than to see me fall down a little hill.